Hello everybody, thank you all very much for tuning into my channel, The Beer Monster Reviews. It's Beer Monster O'Clock. And I've been to Home Bargains for this one. And I see this, it surprised me. £1.25 this costs. So it's from the Monastère brewery. Says it's an Abbey beer. It's a blonde. I don't think it's a Belgian blonde though, because it's brewed in the Netherlands by Untitled Breweries. But it's a Belgian style blonde, I suppose, is what they're aiming at to brew here. I think that's 6.5%. That's about what left blonde used to be, isn't it? They've reduced that to 6 now, so maybe this could be a replacement, a much cheaper replacement, because a 500ml can as well. And as I say, £1.25p could be a bargain, potential bargain. Could be a load of rubbish. That's what we'd find out, isn't it? Let's crack her open and see what she's all about. Quite bit of a fighter. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't got my left glass anymore. I would have put it in that because my girlfriend kindly smashed that one for me a few months back. I used to like that glass as well. But yeah, if you've tried this one, guys, let me know in the comments what you think of it, so that you know, I'll be interested to know. And also, the more different opinions we get in the comments about beers, it just helps people out, doesn't it? There's a little look at the beer in the glass. You've got sort of decent levels of carbonation, sort of medium-ish. Got a very, very white, slightly foamy head. It don't look too bad, does it? For £1.25. Let's check out the aromas. Doesn't have a massive aroma actually. Got that sort of Belgian ale yeast aroma to it, like fruity kind of yeast, like a sort of biscuity malts aroma as well, and sounds a little bit like vanilla as well, rather odd. As you can see, it's kind of a nice goldeny, slightly hazy goldeny colour. Well, that might just be from the coldness of the beer making that haze. Let's give it a try and chuck it down the neck, shall we? Cheers, everybody. Bosh. Don't know about that. I think there'll be people that like this, but I don't think I'm one of them people. And I already know the reason why, which I'll get into in a minute. It's sort of a medium-bodied beer for me. Mouthfeel's not too bad. Very rich malts to this one. Kind of like a blend of like bready and biscuity malts for me. That's what it tastes like anyway. Medium body, also like a medium feel to the carbonation. My issue with this beer, you can probably see like by my face, I'm not really enjoying it. It's so damn sweet. It's too sweet for me. It's a shame because hidden behind that sweetness, I think would be quite a nice beer, especially for the price. But it's an horrible sweetness. It's not even like a syrupy sweetness. It's just like a pure sugar sweetness. Yeah, it's just not for me, that sweetness. I'm not really keen on sweet beers. You know, sometimes I can sort of deal with it. But this is like overpowering. That sweetness is overpowering some of the other flavours in this beer, which actually are quite nice, but the sweetness is ruining it. There's some spice in this beer that sort of just lingers in the background really nicely. The vanilla that I could get on the aroma is actually gone through to the taste as well. It kind of lingers on the end a little bit, that vanilla. I do quite like that spicy clove, sort of spiciness to it though. But just the only thing I can think about is the sweetness. It's ruining any nice characteristics of this beer. because I'm just thinking, that's quite nice. And then it's like, oh, for that sweetness. It's, yeah, but I do think people that like, you know, they can deal with their sweeter beers better than myself might quite like this and think it's a bargain. It does have similarities to Left Blonde. I've not tried the new 6% version of Left Blonde, but I have heard that it's definitely not as nice as it used to be, put it that way. And it's been like toned down in the flavours a little bit. There's like a herbal taste as well for me towards the middle of this beer. It reminds me a bit of coriander that you get in like the wheat beers. It does, the taste wise, it does have similarities to like the Hefeweizen wheat beers, whatever you want to call it, with that coriander and clove spice for me. But it's just way too sweet. Very subtle bitterness on the end. It just lingers just a little bit. I think to really write home about. It won't bother you if you're not a fan of bitterness. Yeah, and as I say, you got that vanilla-y kind of aftertaste with the bitterness on the end. Let's have a look at the can. Food pairing: Abbey cheese, shellfish, lobster, grilled steak, and creme brulee. No thanks, not for me. Authentic ancient French monasteries. Oh, so this is like a French monastery. Interesting. We got here. Ingredients: water, barley malt, sugar. The third ingredient in this beer is sugar. That would be why it's too sweet for me. And like I say, it is like a really sugary sweetness. It's not a syrupy sweetness or nothing like that. It's just like a pure sugar sweetness to this. Hop extract. So it's not even properly hopped. Hops extract. Oh, and hops. So it has extract and normal hops, but it has more hops extract than real hops. What else we got? Orange peel. Can't really... Orange peel. Yeah, now that I've read it in hindsight, perhaps a little bit. Coriander, yeah, it was coriander. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, not for me. Too bloody sweet. Too bloody sweet. I wouldn't buy it again, even for the cheap price, because I can't enjoy it. Score out of 10, 5, I suppose. There are some nice elements to this beer, if you can handle that sweetness, but from a personal perspective, I won't be buying it again. So I wouldn't even think about buying it again. So I can't really go any higher than a 5, can I? You know, that's the most important thing. Would you buy it again or wouldn't you? And if it comes in at that cheap, at that strength, and I still wouldn't buy it again, can't really give it a good score, can I? Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you hit that like button, I would appreciate it, and consider subscribing to the channel and check out some of the other content and all that lovely stuff. And thank you very much if you've made it this far, and thanks for your continued support, guys. I've just hit 1,500 subscribers today. Really chuffed about that. I don't know how we've managed it, but thank you guys very, very much. Genuinely mean that. And until next one, guys, bye bye, darlings.